that's right. Ah, okay, so thank you, bro.
Hello, guys. Greetings. Greetings, Prof. Eman.
Hello, guy.
Greetings, sir. Vanessa doesn't have a video. Caroline does not have a video. Jocelyn does not have a video. What about Dario? I don't see your videos.
I have my video.
All right. I see Caroline. What about Vanessa? Vanessa?
Je dis que je suis toujours obligée de partir, de prendre le train entre les deux longs trajets.
Je prends le train.
Bon, qu'est-ce que je rappelle? De prendre le métro entre les...
Je faisais des notes ici.
Oui.
Hein.
Oh,
All right, guys. Are you guys ready to start?
Yes.
Yes. Ask your friends to log in. Let's start. Guys, let's go to YouTube. We are only 18 over YouTube, please. At least let's go up to at least 23 or 24. If there are 30 people, let's go up to at least 23 or 24. So we can start. I saw 22, it came back down to 20. At least let's go up to at least 23 or 24. If there are 30 people, let's go up to at least 23 or 24. So we can start.
Okay, sir.
22, it came back down to 20. At least let's go up to at least 23 or 24. If there are 30 people, let's go up to at least 20. So we can start. Taking our own time.
Okay, sir.
22, it came back down. Please mute if you have YouTube open. You have YouTube volume. Mute your volume on YouTube. Mute when you connect to YouTube.
How is it that now we only have 16 people on YouTube?
That's why I say people are not just serious.
Mais les gars, allez sur YouTube, non? Là, nous sommes environ, on va dire quoi, 30 personnes.
Oui,
Pourtant, on
des-
est 14. La moitié n'est pas allée sur YouTube, quoi.
Pourquoi vous voulez que quelqu'un parle jusqu'à...
Et le lien est dans le chat. Il y a un tuteur qui a mis le lien dans le chat.
Est-ce qu'on avait même encore besoin de mettre le lien? Les gens ne connaissent pas que c'est là-bas qu'on doit faire.
Ah, on va même dire quoi? Le lien est dans le chat. Connectez-vous. Même de votre téléphone, connectez-vous sur YouTube de votre téléphone et puis votre ordinateur sur Zoom, si vous n'avez pas deux appareils.
Je vais checker le numéro.
Check les numéros. Moi aussi, checker les numéros là, parce que ça, c'est du sabotage maintenant.
Yo, mes frères,
On va
lorsqu'on dit check les
faire l'appel
numéros,
qu'on
il
arrive
commence encore. Ah, God.
Numéro 21, numéro 6.
All right, at 15, if people do not want to like participate, I mean, we can end the class and for today and continue later.
Oh my God.
Easy as that. There's no child here.
Est-ce qu'on peut vérifier les gens qui sont connectés, les gens qui ne sont pas
Yeah,
connectés?
on va
Voilà,
faire l'appel.
ça sera- oui,
Le
parce que
59, 59 est connecté. Le
c'est
7,
Félix, oui.
Alès, le 7 est connecté.
Non, vraiment, ça ne nous honore pas, ça ne nous honore pas. On n'est pas des enfants
Mais on
pour
va,
faire
on va
l'appel.
même faire comment?
Non, ça ne nous honore pas. Je donne la responsabilité au prof. Il est le seul patron ici. Si les gens veulent pas se connecter, vraiment qu'il arrête, il arrête. Là, je suis avec lui. On n'est pas des enfants pour on doit faire l'appel. On n'est pas des enfants. Les gens doivent prendre la responsabilité en main. Si on est ici, c'est pour un but, tirer profit. Si on ne veut pas tirer profit, que le prof arrête le cours, c'est tout. Et puis, peut-être certains vont comprendre.
51, I'm
Je pense
very
que
hearing you talk like that today. Okay, allons-y seulement.
In my classes, we
Mimi, s'il te
don't
plaît,
have
tu
any.
peux faire l'appel, s'il te plaît,
Let's-
Mimi.
Listen,
Ah.
in my classes,
les
one,
gars
you
disent
guys
que
should
non.
listen. You guys should listen. In my classes, one, they don't, nobody does like a lot of, you see, we are now up to 21. So why are we up to 21, if I can ask? If since like 10 minutes ago, I've been singing, trying that we should connect. We are up to 21 now. Why are we up to 29? If 10 minutes ago, what caused you just to go connect? What is the cost? We are all here today. Anyway, I'm live. So let me not say some things.
Ceux qui ne peuvent pas se connecter, là, dites-nous, on va vous aider.
I don't know something. I think after this class, at least you people give someone the reason for not for if I am going extra miles for you guys, you should equally be able to go extra miles with me. So with that said, this class, I think next week I'll have a class, and I think that should be it for the training. And if you want to learn, if you want to write your exams and all the like, then you can now contact me if you want to write your exams, or if you want to register for the certifications and write them. Or if you want to learn Ansible, if you want to learn anything else, because now this is being ridiculous. Or like connecting stuffs, using other applications and all the like, containerization and all the like. Because at times the sacrifice does not make sense when you're sacrificing to people. Let me share my screen. And so that will be it. Instead, I'm sharing the wrong screen, I'm sure. Mm. All right, now I'm sharing the right screen, right? All right, guys, those that can log into this server should log in. The same server like yesterday. Yeah, on the 200 only. And some people start asking for password. Some people will ask for password. Some people will ask for VPN password. That's crazy. You guys are just too funny. Okay. We'll start today by seeing controlling access to files. All right. So what did I say? Controlling 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 access to files. All right, controlling access to files. Why do we have to controlling is double L, I think so. Why do we have to control access to files? Can you guys give me some reasons why we need to control access to files? Someone said for security, yes. Protect files, yes. Okay, give permissions to certain users. Good. Great. Thank you, Big Leon. Prevent unauthorized deletion. Great. You see, you and I, if we belong to the same group, I said nobody should be in here as green. When you come in as green, you switch to your account, please. All right, if I make a directory, make directory /opt/share. This is a shared directory for all of us, right? Then I give it a permission of chmod 666/opt share. All right, cd to /opt share everyone and create a file of your own. So when you create your file, I should expect your file to have your name. You should be the owner of that file. I don't want to see it being owned by root or by any other user. Okay. So who can give us the permission that we will set on this /opt share so that newly created files should have the group owner should be the parent group. Every new file should have the group owner to be the parent group, the parent owner of the file of the directory, the parent group owner of the directory. Who can give us that command? Hello? Okay, someone said, Achu said chmod +S. Thank you, Achu. Chmod O. Is it OOG? What is it?
So please repeat the
I said, give me the command to set/opt share in such a way that every newly created file should automatically inherit the parent directories group as the group owner of the new file. Thank you. Chmod G+S. Chmod G+S/opt share. Great. So if we do ls-la/opt share, we'll see that /ld, sorry, ld for directory, ld/opt share, we'll see that there is an S right here, which stands for what? What does this S stands for? What does the S stand for right here? What does the S stand for? You guys are not typing. Special permission, yes. How do we call it? GUI. Okay, set group ID. Okay, we've set a group ID. We've set a group ID permission on the file so that every new file that you create inside should automatically inherit the owner of the group owner of the file/share, which the group owner is root. So that means if you create any new file inside, now, as from now, if you create any new file inside, the owner should be you and the group should be what? Root. All right. So someone should give me permissions because I know some of you are always trying to delete others' files, which is good. Great. So I have only 2 people in here. Who created a file as root? I said nobody should be using the root user. Someone should delete this file. How many people are in here? How many people are in class? You guys should stop disturbing me. I feel like I'm too polite on you guys and you guys are just taking me for anything. If you don't have if you are not logged in here, log out of this Zoom right now. You guys are playing with me. I've never tolerated a group like you guys.
Si je peux, franchement, en fait, le VPN se coupe quoi? Ça se coupe chaque fois. Je suis entré plus de 4 fois, mais ça se coupe à chaque fois.
Which one are you using? The Bernard one or Linux class?
The Bernard one.
Why will it be cutting?
Enfin, je ne sais pas. I don't know. Je peux te présenter mon écran, tu vois. Ça se coupe chaque fois.
Use the Linux class one.
Okay.
I gave you guys 2. If you do not, if you're not logged in here, I don't see your file in here. You log out of the Zoom. You can go sit home and watch.
Sir, yesterday I logged in, but today is another IP that you are giving us.
What?
Yesterday I logged in with the 10.12.50.130. So it's not same IP like yesterday.
Log into 10.12.20.200.
Yeah, I'm logging in with green and blue. It's not working for me.
With green, and the password is what?
Blue.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Please, someone should tell him the password.
Password is pass.
Pass? Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry.
You see?
Yeah.
I said people will still ask.
Um,
If you are not, if your file is not in here, you're logging out. And I'm going to VPN to check those that are logging through VPN. If you create your friend's file, well, how you even do it? If you create your friend's file, if they speak to you people, it's as if nobody is saying anything. Look at you guys make me stop my stitching. Pourquoi vous faites ça, non, mon Dieu? This is the last time I'm doing this kind of thing for people.
Tech.
Yes.
Yeah, please just give me a few minutes. I'm switching my machine. I don't know what's happening with me. Switching. I'm actually on the green. So just give me, can you please? Yeah, so. Yeah, I can see myself on the green here.
Then you do a sudo -i. You become root. You create your user. You give your user password, and you
Okay.
come out. Les trucs sont difficiles comme ça. So I expect how many people on Zoom, except the ones that they know themselves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people on Zoom. Look at the file someone created. Who created? Who is this?
Hey, excuse me. I got access with Putty. Do I have permission to create my user?
Yes, log in to this server as green.
I am green now.
Sudo -i. Do sudo -i. You become root.
Sudo
Then you
-i.
create your user.
Sudo -i. Okay, I'm root.
Okay,
and then
create your user. Create
Okay.
user Leon and give your password. Then you switch to your user.
Okay. Thank you.
Then you cd2/opt share. Christelle. Christelle,
Yes, sir.
you said I already created my user, but I don't see my name. I'm on green. You don't see your name how?
To connect, I use the user green and the password pass. I create my username, but when you tap LL, I don't see my name.
When you type what?
When you type LL to see the...
To see the...
No, it's okay. No.
Okay. You guys kill me today. All right, so controlling access to files. You see? Now, I will create a group. You put yourself in that group. You guys should log into this server. Let me start calling the names. all the criminals hiding behind the screen. Oh, let me see. You guys are making this class look a type, man. I see Amina in here. Leon, Landry.
My connection aborted. I'm trying to disconnect and reconnect.
Okay. Where's Landry?
Landry's here.
Landry, are you in here?
Yes, sir.
You created stuff?
Yeah, I created for 002.
Delete everybody's file for me, please. They should recreate it back. Okay, once you're deleting everybody's file, okay, yeah, delete everybody's file for me. They have to recreate it back. So controlling access to files, like right now, you can see you have created your files. Now, no, I'll create a group and everyone, you put yourself to that group, right? Let me exit and create a group. Group add class. The group is class. Everyone add yourself to that group because I'm giving this directory to the group and permitting permissions only to class and chown /opt chown root class /opt share. Okay. Root class /opt share, it belongs now, and I do a
So,
chmod
sorry, we cannot see. It
660.
is, sorry, we cannot see, sir.
No, but this is just permissions.
No, I mean the command that you are, yes, thank you.
Okay, I said I've created a group called class. Put yourself into that group. Why is the VPN disconnecting for some people? I don't know why. It should not be disconnecting. Maybe your connection is not stable. Okay, put yourself in the group class because I just gave chmod, let me see, chmod 660 /opt 0770 770 /opt share cd to /opt share and do this. Clear. Hello. Okay, right. You can now come in and create your files. So controlling access to files. If you put yourself in the group class, then you should be able to come in here and create your file. I hope I did it. /edu/opt share. Let me see who it belongs to. Okay, root class. Great. Okay, so class is the group, is the general group. As you can see, all of you, you can come in and create you can come in and create your own files. Nobody has succeeded yet. Wow. I'll ask you guys to start sharing your own screens. All right, while you're trying to, I think I'll keep this a little bit. Okay, great. I see Alex and Randy. And oh, no. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. Nope. All this is wrong. Because when you create your file, I expect you to have your name here. You created these files with user root.
Just change it, sir.
What?
Just
Where
change
is in the file?
The same directory. This will stand to a lot of practical today.
So I think also you have a permission deny. Have a permission deny.
You have a permission denied. Do you belong to the
Yes.
group class?
Actually, no.
Now, how do you expect to get permissions in here? This is the highest class, the first class and the highest class that I've been very, very soft with people. Like really, really soft. Like some of you are just sitting there as I am looking at you. You don't even care on what's going on. Who has this type of freedom in life? Boy, oh boy. Daryl, stop that.
See my name, I already created.
Now, you just change the permissions now.
Okay.
See, it was Daryl right here. Why was it Daryl? That means you created with root and you did it chmod. True or false? The only way you would have created this file right here is using user root. Did you use user root, Daryl? Daryl? You're now muted.
Yes, I'm deleting it.
Now I'm not seeing a lot of files again.
Enfin, moi, j'ai un souci. Hein. Je n'ai plus accès au fichier share. Enfin, je ne peux plus entrer à l'intérieur.
Oui, mais tu dois te faire partie, tu dois donner les permissions pour devenir partie de groupe classe. Si tu n'es pas, si tu ne fais pas partie du groupe de classe, tu ne peux pas accéder à ce fichier.
Okay, understand now.
You see, now when you do it, when you create your own file, it will show here, right here, that your class this. All right, let's go. Let's go together. So access control list, what is this list and what is it used for, right? What is this list and what is it used for? You know, there comes a point in time at work where you have to like give some specific access. Well, this is a general directory. Other people cannot access this directory. As you can see right now, only people that belong to the group class can access this directory, like Alain, Yasin, Alex, Amina, Ashley, Daryl. They all belong to the group class because if I do ID, Daryl, what betide you don't belong to the group class. Okay, I see it. Class right here. If I do ID another person. So everyone that belongs to this group class will be able to share the content of whatever thing is in here, right? Because we all have permissions to do it. But you will realize that you can't edit anybody's file because that file, because class has only a read permission. So only Amina can edit their files. Only you can VI and try to write something inside. You can try anybody's file but yours and try to write something inside. You'll see how it will not work. but you can read something that's written in the file. You all know that. But controlling access to files. So this is like a more streamlined kind of permissions in such a way that you set permissions for the user, for the group, or for other people, so that when they try to access the files or the directory, when they try to access a file or a directory, it will show that they do not have access. We have seen how to give permissions to the user and the group. Now we are seeing how to give like hidden permissions, not like well, like it's kind of hidden. It's like controlling access and tightening more permissions, like tightening it, making it so difficult that another person cannot have access on a directory or on a file that does not belong to that person. Is that understood? Or I should take it again? So in here, for example, in here we have files, not so created by different people in here. So what we can do is, please, everyone just create one file, please. If you've created two files, delete them. Delete and keep only one. So what we can say is, all of us, we can access this thing, right? Now, that's the general permission that have been given, but we can create an access control list, a list. We can create another kind of permissions, which is an access control list, where on that access control list, we can set people, we can set permissions for individual people that cannot access like the directory or the files, or that cannot modify or access the directory or the files. But the people will not know, you'll never know that it's set for you, except otherwise you do a get factsale or get factsale to see the access control list, the streamline list that is like the people that actually have access. So if I do get factsale /opt share. Great. I can see that with get factsale, I can see that the permissions that are set on this directory by default, right? We have the owner, which is root. We have the group, which is class. Then any other others have --, right? No permissions. The file is /opt share. Those are the permissions there, right? Now, in here, with get factsale, we can set permission for particular users, asking only maybe user Ashley should not be able, set a permission so that user Ashley should not be able to get into this file. So we do streamline the permissions. Is that understood? I like that. Komi said, what did you do to my file? I like that. I like that, Daryl. I like that. Deal with them. Anyone that I will log in and not see your file, I'm shouting on you. I'm sorry. But it's on you to protect your file and make sure your file is there all the time. If you can delete someone's file, good and fine. Take it out. If they're absent-minded, take it out. Great. I like that. The person should continue deleting the file. Great. I like that. Show your evil minds, criminals. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. So how do we interpret this, right? How do we interpret these commands? the get facsil and set facsil command. When we get facsil / opt share, we see that right now we have a file so called / opt share, right? That's the name of the file. Then we have permissions for the group. We can see these are like the default permissions. You can see hashtag here, default permissions. Then by default, set facsil access control permissions. These are the default access control permissions. Users are able to what? This is for user. The user, that is the user owner, is able to read, write, and execute, as we can see it here. The group can do this. Now, you know, first time when you and I, we were given permissions. If this file, I want to give this file, I want to make Alain the owner of this file. I will make Alain the owner of this file, but root will not more be the owner of the file. Is that true? Is that true? If we want to make this file, you give this file to someone, or we want to give read, write, execute to this file, it is, or read, write, execute, it is only Alain to the user. It is only Alain that can have read, write, execute, right? But with access control list, you can create a list of other users that have read, write, execute on this file. For example, with this file, others have what? On this file, others have read-only permission. Alain, can you remove? I don't even know if Alain's file is still present. Can everyone remove? Can you all remove any permission for others? I want to see all your permissions for others clear on all your files. Good. Nobody yet. You guys slow fingers like crazy. Okay. So, great. Thank you, Alain. So you can see now that on Alain's file. Thank you, Yasin. Thank you, Landry, Daryl. Landry, I expect your file. Okay. Great. Thank you, Landry. So you can see that on Landry's file right here, there are no permissions for others. Other, who is other? You and I, right? We are other. Everybody else is other except Landry. The group here is class and has a read permission. The user is Landry and he has read write permission. Now, what come if they say, okay, if others now belong to everybody like you and I. Now, if you wanted to give only Caroline, who is not concentrating now, if you wanted to give only Caroline, someone is on TikTok. Wow. So if you wanted to give only Caroline read, write, execute, now you know Caroline is part of others, and you come and give others read, write, execute. That means you've opened this file to everybody. Is that true? Because if Landry gives other read, write, execute, that means everybody can read, write, and execute this file. But with the access control list, you can give a particular user access to the file. Is that understood, Ashley? You said I should repeat it again.
Yes, thank you.
So we use what command to set or to secure the files? We use the set facsil to secure the file. And what is the syntax for the set facsil, right? So set facsil, the syntax is, let me clear my screen. Set facsil, right? It is set facsil, then -m, let's modify it for the user. For the user, what is the username? Maybe Jiferai. That's my user. Then we're giving Jiferai read, write, execute on the file called laundry. Let's say laundry on the file called laundry. Great. We gave GFRI read write execute. When we do LL, laundry's file, remember, others still have no permission, right? That means others cannot delete this file. They cannot do anything with this file, right? Other people. If you're part of the group others, that means you can do anything. Now, let's do a get facile on the file called laundry. Can you see? Users that have read write execute. You can see that laundry himself has only read write, but I have read write execute on the file. Now let's see if that's true. Let me switch to su-GFRI. ID GFRI. I'm not even part of the group class. That means I don't even belong to the group class. So let me see. If I cd to, the parent permissions might override it. If I cd to /opt share, yeah, the parent permissions are overriding it. The parent permissions are the ones that is set on /opt share. Let me give myself permissions. Exit. User mode dash what? Dash what? Give me the commands. Dash what? User mode dash AG. Okay, what does the A stand for? What does the G stand for?
Add to group or append.
Append to group. Yeah, add to group. Okay, I've added. So if I switch now to GFRI and I do ID GFRI to check my ID, right here, I belong to the group class now. That means I can cd because the parent permission were blocking me. Let me cd to /opt share and do LL. Great. Do I own any file here? No. So there's no file here. I am other here. I don't even own any file. That means, well, I belong to the group class. Landry, did you add any other permissions on this? Or I think it's the permission that I added that came out here. I don't know if you did change your permissions. Okay, so if I VI to Landry, VI to the file called Landry, and I write something inside, create and save. I am able to write and save things in Landry's file. Can you guys see that? Now let's go to Alain's file, 07 Alain. Now, if we do a set facile exit, so set facile -m user who GFRI on who will give them read write execute on 07 Alain. 07 Alain. That's the file. Great. So we've given read write execute for user GFRI on 07 Alain, right? So now you can give a group, you can give a user, and you can give it to others also. Know that you can change it for all. Okay. Now, if I do get facile on the file called 07 Alain, you see, I have read write execute. All right. So everyone give at least 3 users read only. No, give at least 3 users read write execute on your files. 1 minute. Mama, I don't see you in here. What's happening?
Of
Oh,
are
I
we
see you. I
giving
see you.
all the permissions or only read write?
It's your choice. It is your file.
Keep getting permission denied when I try to CD to op share.
/up share. Do you belong to the group class?
I'm trying
No.
to put myself into class.
ID Leon. You see, you do not belong to the group class. So switch to root and do user mode. Use user green and switch back to root, right? You use Leon, use user green and switch back to root. Switch back to user green. Then you do a sudo -i and become root and run the permission user mode -aj class Leon to add yourself. So I am adding myself to the group class. Now you'll be able to access, then you switch back to Leon, you'll be able to access this.
Okay, so I have to put that command in with root. I can't put it in under my own self.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I was trying to put that command in and it wasn't working, but all right, I'll try that.
Yes, you have to become root to put this command.
J'avais le même problème. I have the same problem.
Who? Who's that?
Ryan.
Brian, tu deviens
Yes.
le user root. Et tu
So
donnes
I belong to class. So I belong to class, but don't have the permission to access to update share. Sorry.
No. Nope. Come on. ID Bryant.
Yes.
You belong to class. Now let's test it. Claire. SU dash Bryant, except someone changed the permission. Right. I am now SU Bryant. CD / opt share. Tu as quelle permission denied?
To access, also je peux présenter, j'ai la permission deny.
Non,
I
non,
have
non.
permission
Ça,
deny.
c'est ton user ID. C'est toi, Bryant, n'est-ce pas?
Yes.
Why are you sharing? We are all in the same system. Moi, je suis devenu Brian. SU dash Brian. Ça, c'est ce que moi j'ai fait. CD /up share. Ça, c'est parti. J'ai dû faire LL. Je suis dedans. I can create a file. Create touch test. Ça a créé. Qui a créé le fichier test? Qui? Brian.
Ok, c'est bizarre parce que j'ai fait 3 fois. Je peux
Non,
présenter
c'est
à
pas
share my
bizarre.
screen. I did it more than 5
Share your
times.
screen. Let me see. Share your screen.
Send the request. Screen 2. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
That's what I did. Also CD up and share permission deny more than
Say
3 times.
Say IPA. IPA. Tu es dans quel serveur, papa? 10.12. 10.12.20.200. Okay. SU dash. Do ID Bryant. Okay. SU dash. SU dash. SU space dash. Control C. CD /. Tu vois ce que CD /up share. Let me see. Okay.
Je sais pas pourquoi. I don't understand why.
Is it not the same Bryant? See, SU dash Bryant. SU space dash Bryant. Okay, put your password. Okay, CD to slash opt share.
Oh,
Okay,
yet. No.
problem solved.
Okay.
Whenever you're having problems, always reload your bash shell. It might be that you still have the old bash shell, okay? The old
Okay.
shell that you used to log in. And for example, if I change the host name of this server from repo, just look at what will happen. Look at, this is your problem. Let me share back. Stop sharing. Let me share back and show his problem. Which one am I sharing? Screen to a, okay. All right. For example, if I change the source name of this server, nmcli general host name, I call this computer 1.1.com, 1.1.com. That's the name of the server. Now, do you see it here?
Yes.
Are you guys seeing it? Now, has the name of my server changed?
No.
I need to reload my what? I need to reload my
User.
Now, has it changed?
Yes. Okay.
Let me change it back to repo. Okay, let me cd to slash opt share. Great. Now, let me see. Get factseal. Get factseal dot. Okay. 77. Parfait. So Parfait gave Ashley read write execute and gave Mimi read write execute and gave Mimi one read write execute. Are there two Mimis? All right, that's good. What about Salvador? I can see all those who did it right here. Landry did it. If I were you, I would give different kind of permissions. So man, don't copy and paste the same thing that I am doing. You can say, okay, they said this. I am giving this person read. I am giving the other person read write. I am removing all permissions for the group. I am taking the group, like the group class, although the group class has all permissions, but I am giving the group class no permission on my file. You know that, you all know that U means what? U means user, G means group, and O means others. So I can decide to say on my own file or my own directory. Please, everyone create your directory, create a directory and copy your file into, and move your file into your directory, not copy, but move. Class of today is very practical. I don't want to see your file here. I don't want to see your file here. Create a directory. Guys, be fast. You guys need to be fast. I don't know if some people are eating. You need to have a flow of things. It's not only in Linux. You have this in DevOps, in cloud, in everything. You need to have like a flow of things in your head. Okay, I am moving from this to this. I am doing this and this. You need to have it. Why they tell you always start with Linux when you're trying to learn IT? It's because at times it gives you that like chronological movement of things or placement of things. Move your files. I don't want to see any file here. If you created a file, move it. Not copy, but you move it. Ashley, I can still see your files here. Parfait, I can still see your files. Landry, No, your files are gone. Leon, Leon, I see Leon too. You still own a file here. No, oh, it's gone. Muma, I still see your files.
Let me get a refresh. I think I just moved it.
Okay, good. I like that. Okay, are we good? Now, what if you want to delete it? Good question. You've given someone permissions on your file, but you want to delete that permission. How do you delete it? Let's go with Jocelyn. You're smiling. Okay. Now you're laughing.
When I create the directory, it says that it exists, but I cannot see it.
You cannot see it. I don't know what to say, Ashley.
Okay.
That the directory exists, but you cannot see it. Where is your working location? How can the directory exist and you can't see? You're trying to create a directory that has the same name as the file. That's what's happening. You created a file called Ashley. Now you're trying to create the directory again as Ashley. You cannot name two things with the same name. Some of you have like brothers and sisters and the like. I don't know two parents that named two kids the exact same name. Why am I seeing your files, Muma? You don't know how to create a directory? Felix 59. What's happening? You guys, baby steps. Carol, are we okay? Seems like you're just watching.
So I've put the command in the chat.
Of why am I seeing something different on my screen? I can see so many stuff like HTS. I don't know what it means. Movement. I don't know.
Muma.txt.
Yeah, and then I see Salvador Wilfried and stuff. It's I don't know how I can share this. I'm not seeing like when you do LL, yours is clean, but mine is showing so many stuff after the directories and the files.
I don't know. Do LL. The last file should be Wilfried _DRIR.
What I mean is that I can see the files, but I have these things written after. I don't know why I'm seeing that.
I don't know why you're seeing that though.
Okay, let me take a screenshot and send in the Zoom chat. This is what I'm seeing.
Okay, are we good to continue? Hello guys, we don't have time. We don't have time. Are we good to continue? Is the lesson understood? If you're slow, we leave you behind and go. Okay, good. If the lesson is understood, now you can't move your files. Oh, these people, oh my God.
But That is, I send it in the chat. That's what I'm seeing on my screen. Like when I type LL. Like it's not clean. I don't know why I'm seeing all those writings after.
I've seen this before. Are you using some kind of keyboard or what?
No.
What
This
are
is the
you
first
using?
time that I'm seeing it. I don't know.
Are you using your POTI session or what?
No, I'm on the web server.
What web server?
I connected to the
What did you
VS.
connect? What are you using to connect? What are you using POTI? What remote terminal are you using?
I'm not connected on POTI.
What?
I'm connected online on the website.
What website?
So I use the VS Fair and then I'm working there with my
Oh
my
boy. Can you take your mobile XTEM and type SSH to 192.this.this? You didn't even need to go to VSphere
okay.
at all. So you're working within the console, from the console.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's too much work that you give yourself.
Maybe that's
As
what I'm
I
saying.
connected with my mobile XTEM, do same. Just connect with your mobile XTEM.
Okay. Do that now.
All right, straight. We're moving to something else. If you don't have your file moved, that's fine. You got to now use another thing to move your file. You see, as a system administrator, there's something called jobs. There are jobs that you have to do, and some of those jobs, you do not have to do them immediately, but you have to schedule them at a particular time. For example, if we have files that are coming from the NFS server, right? Now, if I cd to slash NFS, cd to slash football here, slash football, there are files right here, right? There are files right here. So these files can be coming from an NFS share. Then you might decide that each time the file comes, you have to copy it or it has to move it somewhere else, right? Each time a file comes, move it to another location. Each time the file, that's a reoccurring job, something that reoccurs. Okay, something that reoccurs. When something reoccurs, you have to like set something like a cron job, right? To work on those tasks, to do the task for you, because you will not be there every time. You can be a backup. You can create a cron job to do a backup of files for you. You can do a cron job to do what? To do something else, right? To do something, print out commands to create directories. You can say at 2 o'clock, please, the system should ring the bell. At 2 o'clock, the system should print uptime. At 3 o'clock, it should do something else. Do you guys kind of understand it? So what I'm saying is you can schedule tasks that will run at a particular time, but not just that very moment, but no, I did break my pen. That will run at a particular time. Oh, I said I was going to show you guys how to delete this. I think just deleting it. For example, who has cd to slash opt share? cd to slash opt
It says no file or directories. I think the
Someone,
fact that you changed the server, I don't know, the host name, I don't know if that's the problem.
someone deleted the whole directory. You people are bad.
It doesn't exist.
Someone, Pascal, I think Pascal owned it.
What the?
ls-la. Someone might be playing games. You people are criminals. Why did you guys keep that directory? Who did that? Who took the directory away?
77 Pascal.
Where did you put the directory? Where is the directory? Some of you will be fired on the first day of your job. Where did you keep the directory? Did you
Might be
really
a good troubleshooting tutorial for that find command, maybe. That find grep.
find the directory is gone, except you move it somewhere. Pascal, did you move it somewhere or you deleted it?
Yeah,
No,
like
sir.
how would we find a file that's missing on a file system?
You use the find command.
Yeah.
Dash type. You can put dash type F, right? You can put dash type F, then you put the file name. There are other options. There are a lot of options, but you use the find command. Find dash type F. F means file. Named.conf. Then you need to put the location where you want to find. If you want to find it in the whole file system, you put slash, right? Let me see. You must proceed the expression.
Vous êtes dans un autre serveur, au fait. Vous n'êtes pas dans repo.
What?
Dans repo que nous avons les différents fichiers. Share, au petit share.
Il avait juste changé le hostname.
Not
C'est toujours la même
exist
chose.
anymore because it was deleted.
Let me see. What pass must proceed expression? Proceed expression. Dash name. Let me find that type. We'll find dash name. Let's type file dash name. Okay. Find dash type file. F dash name. named.conf. Okay, let me see. Slash. It's finding in the whole file system. Good. It found one file. Are you okay, who is it? Leon. You asked this question, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Prof,
Yes.
je suis sur le terminal. Avant qu'il ne supprime, je constate que je suis quand même dans le répertoire et que je vois le contenu. Est-ce que je peux essayer de déplacer?
Tu vois le contenu.
Oui. En fait, avant qu'il ne supprime, moi, j'étais toujours dans OPT slash share. Donc, lorsque je fais LL, je vois toujours quand même tous les dossiers. Je ne sais pas si je peux récupérer de cette manière.
Je ne crois pas que tu peux récupérer. CD out. It's CD to slash opt.
Okay, let me try to move everything to slash opt. Yes. No, it's not going on.
It's gone.
Yes.
Okay.
I can-
Great. All right. Someone just killed everything. That's fine. Be careful with your delete. You just want to be deleting. That's the part of Linux that your brain understands well. RM. Okay, great. So we said you can schedule future task, right? All of you create your directories again by scheduling a future task. a task. You can schedule a reoccurring task or a task that will run at some point in the future. And by doing that, you have to use something that we call cron jobs. Who has heard of cron jobs, or who has ever said one? Cron jobs. Who has said a cron job? Now, if I catch something like /etc/crontab, /etc/crontab, you see that inside here, it shows some details that you can use when you're trying to set cron jobs. For example, the placement of cron jobs, we have like 5 different placements, right? 5 different placements. The first placement is telling you that you can set the minute, the hour, the day of the month of the year, and the day of the week that you want your stuff to run. For example, how do you set now cron jobs, right? How do I set cron jobs? How do I set cron jobs? How do we set cron jobs? Hello, how do we set cron jobs? We use the crontab command. There are 4 commands. The first one is crontab dash L, which is to list crontabs. Crontab dash L. This is to list crontab. No crontab for user root. You can also do crontab dash R. It will remove all jobs that are running. You can do crontab dash E to edit the crontab file, right? The next one, crontab dash R. I'll put a hashtag here so that it will not deploy it, just to show. Then you have crontab dash E, that is to edit. Then crontab file name will remove all jobs and replace it with the jobs in the file. You read a file. If you can create your cron jobs in a file, then you use that. Okay. So crontab, then the file name. If you do set your cron tabs in a file. Now, that's that. Let's say crontab dash E. Crontab dash E to edit. Crontab dash E to edit. Great. We saw 5 levels, right? Let me duplicate this. All right, we saw 5 levels. Let me do a split of like this, okay? Okay, that's fine. Great. So we saw 5 levels. We saw asterisk, 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 space, asterisk. Then what? You can put the command. Then you put your command here. Maybe your command is touch a file call in /opt call 1. Right. I'm just saying that at every minute, at every second, sorry, every minute of every hour, right? Every minute of every hour of every month, day of the month, and of every month of the year and day of the week, right? So this asterisk right here stands for minute, hour, day of the month, month of the year, then day of the week. Now let's start giving other examples. Another example will be like, let me say 02 14 09 09 12 1 through 5 0 1 through 5 0 1 02. You can write them as you want. You can write the days of the month, or I can write every day. I can even write Friday, like FRI for Friday. Right? You can, I'm showing you guys different options that you can use. Right? Or I can say every day, Monday through Sunday.
Can you please repeat which each of them are again, please? He was like month, day.
SU-root. Someone has changed the root password also. Jesus Christ. You guys will just kill me in this class. How the hell do you guys lock me out in my own machine? SU-green. You see, when I realize they changed this password too. Wow. You people are so bad. SU-Jifferai.
So also it is possible to check which person changed the password in Linux. We have
Yes,
this option.
you need to go to the logs. I don't have
Okay.
time for the logs now. Hey guys, you don't just freely walk in the system. Respect the root user. You just go and change the root user's password to what you want. Huh? You guys are having fun with Linux.
I got a question.
Yes, question.
Can you simply change the root password by using the same command as other users?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Password root. You'll change it. Okay. Well, I have so many ways of getting into the system. So you can try your best. I'll still create new ones. I'll still be able to get in. I have all my own backdoor. All right, great. So now if I cat /etc/cron tab, you see, these are the placements and what they mean, right? Who can interpret this one? Who can open the mic and interpret this one? Yes, I see Christelle opening the mic already.
Me?
Yes, your mic is open. Whose voice is coming out like that? Is it not yours?
No.
Then that's whose voice?
Say that again?
C'est la voix de qui sort comme ça.
Je sais pas, j'ai ouvert mon mic juste quand vous avez dit que Christelle a ouvert son mic.
Oui, pour que tu nous décryptes ce qu'on a écrit là.
Ok, je vais essayer. 2 minutes.
At what time? Ça veut dire que ça va faire un job. It will run a job at a particular time. At what time will this job run? Uptime.
À 14h02.
Okay. Yes.
Ok, et pour le mois, ça sera Ah, bah, ce sera le 12e mois et le 9e jour.
Le 12e mois et le 9e jour du 12e mois. Et quel est le 9e mois du 12e jour?
Septembre.
Quoi? Le 9e jour du 12e mois, c'est septembre.
Non, 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 non. Ce sera le 9 décembre
OK. Le 9 décembre.
à 14h02.
Oui. What will happen? Uptime. Okay. Now, can you give me the one that will happen in the next 2 minutes? Give me another one that will run uptime in the next 2 minutes.
In the next 2 minutes.
Yes.
What the next 2 minutes, 04.
Okay. 04.
The next 2 minutes, the same day or?
Today.
Okay. 04.
04.
The next 2 minutes.
Great.
May I try?
The
Who is
next
that?
2 minutes.
Felix.
Yes, Felix.
04
04.
14.
Oh. My time is different. Okay.
Yeah.
My time, we are in different time zones. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Like, I can show you my clock. So you can use my time instead. All right, this is my clock right here. You can see my clock, right? Use my clock.
Yeah. So, 41.
41.
4.
41.
4.
4.
Yeah.
No.
16.
Sorry, 16 p.m. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, 16. I think 17, 11 uptime.
Yeah. 17 uptime.
No, 17, 11 uptime.
11.
Yeah, we November.
11. Yes, that's just 4. What the days? Okay, let's just do every day.
Okay.
Or we can say what? Sunday.
Yeah,
Right?
Sunday. Okay, 7.
Sun. Right? Uptime. Save and go out and do a cron tab -L.
Yeah.
You see that it's running uptime 41:16 Sunday at this, right?
Yes, sir.
Who does that cron job? Who owns that cron job? Who gives
Root.
out? Did your cron job run? You guys should give me a second. Sorry, guys, I had a call. So, great. So, let's VI again. Let's do cron tab dash E, cron tab dash E again, right? These are various cron tabs that we've set in here. So you can see that it shows all these cron tabs that we have in here. So we can add another one /opt1. Well, there was one that was creating a file called one in /opt. Let's see if we do cron tab dash L, cron tab dash L, we can see that there was one that was creating a file called one in /opt, cd to /opt, cd to /opt. Hello. Can you see the file called one right here? Can you see that file?
Why does it say 628 though?
November 6/28. 6/28. If it says 6/28, what you have to do is, let me see, date.
But that's not the time, is it?
You need to
Oh
check
yeah,
the
there it
time
is.
that's in the system,
Oh, that's the time for the system. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
because yeah, this is the time that is in the system right now.
Okay,
That's why it's showing 6/28.
cool.
Okay. So let's enter another one that will print a message. That will print us like a message in the logs, right? That will print us a message in the logs, right? So let me see. It's always good when you're writing commands in the cron tab. Let me say cron tab. If you're scheduling jobs, it's always good that you should write like absolute path. Use absolute path for commands. For example, as I did uptime, it was better I do which uptime to see what the path, the complete path of the command and use it. For example, let's print a message to the log. So if I say which logger, we use the logger command to print messages. It says /user bin /usr bin /usr bin logger. If I vi to what? Oh, sorry. I say cron tab dash e. And in here, we create a new cron job which runs every minute. Let me just run it every minute. Every minute, every day, every hour, every year, every month, every day of the month, every month of the year, and every day. Do this and you print the message. This is a Linux class. This is a Linux class. And we are studying Linux, right? Let's save. Now, if I do cron tab dash L, I can see this. Now let's tail dash F /varlog messages. Okay, we'll see if after a minute the cron job will run. So that's how we do run reoccurring jobs.
I got a question.
Question.
Can we set an expiration date for a cron job?
Yeah, you can set like cron jobs. You can setting an expiration date is just for you to like say give it like a day that it will expire instead
Right.
of setting it to go every time. You can stop it. You can expiration date is actually the date that the cron job will stop, right?
Right.
Because if I set this cron job to this, maybe it will run only one time. I can set it to run one time. When you put asterisk, that's when it runs every day or every time. You can put it to run at every minute.
So
Now,
if you wanted it to stop, like if you wanted to run a cron job for a week, how would you stop it after like 7 days that it started?
after 7 days that the cron job started, you want to run it for a week, right? You
Right.
can now you can use something that you can use let me say you can use fractions. You can use fractions
Okay.
to write your cron jobs also.
Okay. I was just
You can use
curious.
cron jobs. You can use fractions to run your cron jobs also. So like using fractions, example, you can run a cron job that runs every 2 minutes instead of every minute, right?
Right.
If I put asterisk 2 instead of running every minute, it will run every 2 minutes, right? Asterisk slash. Let me see. Let me pipe this and grep for. Da, 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 da. This thing wants me to add priorities. Oh, I won't add no priorities. For example, you can run a cron job that runs every, you can divide the time. So you can do this, right? You can divide the time. You can put this on the time. You can put this, right? So you can write them and put that.
Okay.
Instead of every minute, it runs every 2 minutes, right?
Okay. That makes sense.
So you can divide them by using those stuffs. Now, can you see my cron job on my logs right here? This is it coming out. So at 36, you see, each minute, 36:01, it printed. 37:01, you see, it printed. So it's coming out on my stuff right here. Now, you can create your own cron jobs also to do specific things. You can create your own cron jobs to do specific things for you.
So I have a question.
Question.
As we are studying a current job right now, can we set the cron job for instance, to shut down the machine for a particular time?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Please don't do that on this other server, please.
Oh, sir.
Because the server will shut down.
Okay.
Now, if I do cron tap -L -U, I want to specify the user -U Landry -L. There's no cron tap for user Landry. Ashley, let me see if you have any cron taps. Beyond, no cron taps.
59, Felix.
Great, 59. 59 Felix. So 59, is that the user?
Yes.
Felix, like this?
Yeah.
Great. Felix has a cron tap. Now what? 59 Felix has a cron job that's running. Who can interpret the cron job for 59? So you can write your own cron jobs. You can write a lot of them, go read more about them. It's easy to do it. Now, 59 has a cron job. 59, can you create another cron job? Please add another cron job. That will create, everyone, create a cron job. That will create a file in your home directory, or that will create your file in /opt. Listen, someone deleted the directory. I will make the directory /opt share back. Everyone write a cron job that in 3 minutes, it will recreate back your file and it will create your directory. And we'll move after, write cron jobs that will create your directory in /opt share. That will create your file, right? That will create your file inside your directory. After that, in the next minute, the first minute it creates your directory. The next minute it creates your, you can do date like this to see the date of today on the system. So just write cron jobs that will create your stuffs. So I am making the directory, make directory /opt share. CD to /opt share. Someone recreated it back. CD to share. Someone had just moved it. Okay. Okay, the directory is still there. It's there. Let me remove everything. Remove -rf asterisk, everything. Oh boy. You look at what I'm doing. Thank God that the system is protected. Control C. CD to /opt share. CD to /opt. Oh, okay, it's good. The system is gone. System is done.
Yeah, I can't run no commands.
Prof, you deleted the whole files.
Got enemies.
Okay, the system is done.
Compromised.
You guys are free now. You're happy. You guys are happy, huh? This is an error that you should never do. You clear out everything. System gone. All right. You have the document server. The IP is, let me see, IPA. What? What server is this? Okay. This is the document server. I have two servers. I have server and I have document server. Where was I working? Let me see right here. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay, guys, switch to this other system. 10.12.20.178. Switch there, create your user and create your cron jobs. No.
Please repeat the IP address.
It's 178 instead of 200. Oh, sorry. I think I've restarted it. I'm just confusing which one is which one. Okay, server is the other one. Document server is this one. Let me see. Yeah. This server is good for now. These are the kind of errors that you need to be careful never to do it. Never should you do an error like this. Then you will have to pass all your time backing up, and after you finish backing up, then they serve you your letter. Straight up.
Which user?
It's the same users, the same everything. I think I configured them. I added the same green and all the like yesterday, if I can remember.
Please, you said 178 or 175?
178, 10.12.20.178. Let me check if there's network even on that server. Okay, there's no network. NMCLI connection, IPA. IPA. What's happening, Claire? IPA. Give me a second. I see 10.12.20.NMCLI connection show. 10.12.20.this over 24. NMCLI connection down bond 0 and NMCLI connection up bond 0. Okay. Guys, what's happening? I don't have any connection. Can you guys help me? The IP is right. Okay.10.12.20.1. Okay. IP route. What? I can hit 10.12.20.1. IP route. Okay, 10.12.20.1 and the IP is 10.12.20.this/24. Why can't I ping outside ping? Okay. All right, guys, get in and create your user. One person is in. Great. You guys are getting in.
What we logging in as again? Green?
Yes.
All right.
You log in as green, you become root, you change your user. Do you guys want us to do storage or we should postpone storage? Your choice. We do storage or postpone storage.
Let's
Because
do it.
do storage next week.
Yes, next week.
Next week, then we take containerization.
Hey, no such file opt share. You want to
If we
create
don't do storage, then next week no containerization.
Are we still putting it into opt share?
Let me make directory / opt share.
Okay. And what was the directions again for the cron job?
Write a cron job that will create your own directory, one directory and one file. The file should be inside the directory in /opt share. Make directory /opt share. Group add class. The class group. Let me use my 40 session. This thing double letters too much. Okay. Nobody should change any password for the users, for the user green. So group add class. You can put yourself into the group class. Shown root class /opt share G+S /opt share. Then the next thing that I'll do is I'll give it chmod 6600 /opt share ulimit unlimited. Okay. Parfait. Parfait. You and I will have issues. I said nobody should create anything as root. You guys are the one making me deleting stuffs up and down.
I got a user mod. I got a user mod and not lock /etc/password. Try again later.
What are you running that as? Regular
Under
user.
root. I was root.
So what command did you run?
User mod /A class Leon.
Is the user existing in the system called Leon?
Yes, I created the user Leon.
So why will it not go?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to reconnect.
ID Leon. You said you did user mod -A what?
Capital G
Dash.
A capital G
Mm-hmm.
class Leon. I think I was doing I don't know. I think I put 2 S's, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe. Who has finished? Let me check their cron job.
I just posted my picture to the chat.
Can someone tell Leon what's wrong? Can someone check the picture? You cannot use the user mode command if you're not root, Leon.
I see now. I didn't get to root. I was still in green. I see. Thanks.
Yeah. This is why they say these practices, you feel like these practice sessions, and it's not that it solidifies your knowledge a lot. Some people feel like maybe it's not that helpful, but trust me, you'll make your errors, and from your errors, you'll learn a lot. When you're working alone, at times it's difficult for you to actually like realize your errors. All right. I'll not give you guys the whole month.
Sorry,
Run it.
sir. Did you give permission for the group to access the OPT share folder?
I think I did. Didn't I? You
I
can
don't
check,
think so.
right?
Mine's saying
Yes.
permission to not.
And I have
Mine also.
permission too.
Dash
working for
LD
me.
slash opt share. I did.
Yes, you only give
Oh, I didn't give the
the
permissions.
yes, yes.
Mode 66660 slash opt share. Okay, we're good. Thank you. You guys say you don't want to do storage. You want to push it, right?
I want to do everything.
Okay, we have, if you guys want to do storage, we can finish storage in 25 minutes. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys have 2 minutes to finish this. Then I'll just show you guys. You can go do more. You do more in the form of exercise. Your project this week will be very tough. And all those who did not do their projects, don't think I forgot about you. Oh, I promised AutoFS. Yeah, next week I might just touch that. Or I might send you to one of my videos. I will just send you to one of my videos. You go watch it and do AutoFS from that video. If you did NFS already.
Please, even as a user in the group class, my permission are still denied.
How? Why is it being denied? Denied for what?
I can't access OPT share, but my user is in the group.
So troubleshoot now, mama. You can help us troubleshoot.
Please, how do you know you're
How do I know?
I think I'm done. So I don't know. Will it appear in the folder?
Yes. If you wrote a cron tab, that will create stuff. So let me put myself. Aye. SU dash root. User mode dash AG class GFRI. All right. SU dash GFRI. Okay. CD to slash opt share. Okay. Permission denied. Wow. Okay. CD to slash opt. Okay. Now root class. Okay. Get Foxtail. Let me CD SU dash root CD to slash opt. Hello. All right. The directory share class has read write. So it's but normal that class should be able to cd into /read write. Let me see. ls-ld/opt. Okay. So class should be able to cd into /opt. So get facsil /opt share. Right into read write. Let me duplicate this tab. See what's going on here. Split screen. Okay, right. /opt root share root owns a, the group is class, and if I do id gfri, I belong to the group class, which has a read write permission. cd to /opt. Okay, cd to share. Permission denied. Why is permission being denied? Chmod 770. Well, let me say 66. Chmod 660/opt-r. Let me just do it recursive. /opt share. And with read write, it should still be able to go in. Oh, 76. 76, not 6. Oh. Okay. So the other thing that I wanted just to show you guys is if I cd2 /etc cron dot deny in here. Oh my God. vi to /etc cron dot deny. If I vi into this file and put any of your names inside, you won't be able to use cron jobs anymore. For example, the only name I know better is Ashley. Then I know 07. No, was it 59?
Yes, 59, Felix.
59 Felix, yes. So try 59 Felix, try to create a cron job now. Do cron tab -e. What does it tell you?
All right.
If I su2, let me clear my screen down here. If I su2, let me exit first, and Lord Jesus Christ. su-root. And I do 59.
Yeah.
Now su2.
Say no to me.
59 Felix. And I say cron tab -e. You are not allowed to use this program, cron tab. Can you see?
Yeah,
You
even
go
myself.
into secrot.deny and refuse them, and refuse someone from using the cron tab. Are we good? Are we good, Rodrigue?
You say I'm unable to use the cron tab.
Yes, because I denied you the permissions of using cron tabs.
Okay.
in etcron.deny. I'm just showing you guys.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Great. In Linux, there's something that we call storage. Well, there's no system without storage. You already know that. There's no system without storage, right? And storage simply, you see, traditionally, the way they used to handle, the way storage was handled was when you added a disk, right? When you added a disk. So let me go on like my board and let's do storage real quick. We'll do LVMs and everything. We'll touch everything on storage. My whiteboard is not connecting. Okay, great. So storage. Storage. We'll look at two stages of storage. We'll look at one. We have the basic storage, which is like the traditional form. And two? We'll look at what? Attached. No, not even attached storage. Or LVMs. We'll look at LVMs. We'll look at LVMs. Local volume management. We'll look at LVMs. So the basic storage was kind of what they went for when everything started. What's basic storage? Basic storage is actually adding your disks. When you add your disk, you initialize that disk. When you add a new disk, you do what? You initialize the disks. You initialize the disks. You initialize the disks, and after initializing the disks, what do? You just create what? A file system. After initializing the disk, you create a file system with the disks and mount it. Then you mount it and you're done. So that's basic storage. Basic storage. With basic storage, you just put your disk. For example, if you want to add another hard drive in your computer, right? You can add another hard drive in your computer. So you can add a hard drive in your computer and use that hard drive to, for example, if I do LSBLK, let me see. If I do LSBLK here, df-ht right here. Why is this taking so much time? Who is doing this? What process is taking up the whole space like this? Just that so many people are doing stuff at the same time. Because let me see, no process is taking up too much time. It just load is high on the system. Well, that's fine. Just let me see. 3-M. And then I do ls CPU. I just want CPUs. What about the CPUs? 1. That's too small. No wonder the system is slow. Okay. If I do df-ht, this is too slow. I don't like this. I'm going to my environment. I'm going to my stuff. but not saying that you should follow me and go there. Just watch. Shut down. Let me power it off. I'll bring it back up. Before I power it off, let me do something. Because it seems like this network is not being stable. NMCLI connection modify. Bond 0. Connection dot auto connect to yes. Then IPv4 dot method to manual. Okay. I can shut it down now. When I come back in, we can do it. But let me increase the CPU. System, where should I do processor? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh no. Let me just add a new disk. Well, I already started it. Let me use this. You guys should give me 1 second, please, guys. Okay, great. We have some servers right here. Okay, I'll just use someone's server that's up. I don't even know the root password, but that's fine. The IP is 172.16.12.17. I'll work from your server. Okay, so let me log into that server. Let me see. Sessions. What was the IP again? Actually, what's your IP again? 172.16. It's actually still here.
I'm here.
What's your IP?
2.16.12.17.
What's the host name?
Ashley.lab.example.hub.
Ashley.lab.example.
Capital A.
Hub. Let me see if my dynamic DNS is working. Oh, let me see. I hope. Nope. Not working. Why? Ashley.lab.example.hub. Okay. Not working. That's fine. You said it's 172.16.
12.
dot 12
Dot
dot
17.
dot
17.
17. Yeah, this will be way easier for me to work with than doing trying to manage VirtualBox. All right. Let me do it. Let me take a snapshot so that everything I do on your machine, I'll revert back. Nobody should take snapshots, please. Working on this server. All right. Great. All right, great. So we were talking about what? Basic storage. And we said, what did we say about basic storage? We said with basic storage, you just put the disk, initialize the disk, and boom, mount it. That's all. For example, in this server, Ashley server, if I su-root, okay, you know the root user, sudo-i. I think I have sudo privileges to become root. Okay, clear, great. So if I do df-ht, please concentrate now because I'm going fast. df-ht in here, you can see that we have a single disk in here, and the total is like 45 gigs. If I do lsblk, list block devices, lsblk, you still see the same, right? You still see the same right here. You see that we have SDA, and that's the only disk that's inside. Well, there's SR0, which is taking 8.9 gigs. This is just like the CD-ROM. The same thing that you were doing on your VirtualBox. This is just the CD-ROM. If I do fdisk-l, list fdisk. Now, fdisk will show you all the disks that are being connected, the devices that are being connected into the server. It's like I go to the market and I buy my USB key, I can unplug it. When I can plug it, it shows me, or when I buy my hard drive, I plug it, it shows me, right here, it shows me kind of what I have, right? For example, now on this system, it's 45 gigs. Let me say /opt-share is not in this server. They say, hey, someone gives you a job. Hey, can you create a /opt-share with space of 100 gigabyte, right? The /opt-share directory with space 100 gigabyte. That's what they've given you. Or with space 100 gigabyte. In the whole system, you don't even have 100 gigabyte. Someone is telling you to create /opt-share with 100 gigabyte of space, 100 gigabyte of space. That's what someone is telling you to do. You don't even have it, right? What do you need to do? You need to go find disk, or you need to go to the market, buy your disks, and come and add it, right? But luckily for us, I am using something like a hypervisor, which your VirtualBox will work the same. Please do not follow me here. I don't want you guys to be creating like a lot of disks here. So just watch for now. So now, let me just say I'm going to the market to buy. I bought my disk and I come and upload it. Edit settings. Great. There's only one disk inside here. I add a new disk, hard disk. I had a new hard disk of 100 gigs, right? Right here. Let me do thin provisioning. I make sure I do thin provisioning so that I will provision it so that it won't take all the space at the same time. Great. Now I've added a new disk on this server. Now, if I do lsblk right here, can you see there is now an SDB? Let me clear my screen and I make it bigger. Increase. Okay. Now, if I do lsblk, LSBLK, you can actually see that there are two disks. One of them is SDA divided into various parts. We'll see how all this division came to existence. And the mount point, SDA disk is divided into like 3 or 4 parts, right? SDA1 is mounted to /boot EFI. SDA2 is mounted to /boot. SDA3 is mounted. SDA3 is now further divided into 2 also. And it's a partition divided into 2. We have what? Slash and what? /swap. We can see the 2. Now, if you realize, you look at the difference, the type. Here it is part, but here we have it as LVM. So there are 2 kinds of storages, basic storage and what? Advanced storage, which we will take logical volume management. There are other ones, but we will do logical volume management for now. I am sorry for those that are in other countries that we're going this late. So now you see slash here. What is swap? What is swap? Do you guys know what swap is? Do you guys know what swap is? Answer. Those who are, please answer. Do you guys know what swap is?
Yes.
Answer on YouTube. Great. Some people said they do not know what swap is and all the like. Okay, good. So I'll just explain that, then we'll come back to the disk. Yes, this one is mounted in 44.4 gigs is mounted on slash, which is the whole file system that you just saw me deleting one, which is very dangerous. And one of them is mounted as swap. What is swap? Great. So swap is like part of memory, right? Swap is storage. It's part of storage. Linux is Linux is good in such a way that if you have like 4 gigs of RAM, right, you can use the part of your disk drive to create swap to help memory. Well, what is swap and how does it even help memory? You see, let's say your CPU, this is your CPU right here. CPU calculating stuffs, right? You know this our calculator that calculates stuff. Now, then we have something like a table right here. We have something here like a table, and this is you right here. Now, imagine this also as what? This is your cooking pot, right? This is your cooking pot. Let's say this is your cooking pot, and you have a table that you store things there and put them in the pot, right? And take them down to the pot and put them in the pot one by one. When you finish, what do? You clean the table, right? When you finish cooking, nothing will be here no more, right? Who has not done this? We've all done this. Nothing will be here. This is what we call what? The RAM, right? This is what we call the RAM. The RAM, which stores things temporarily while the CPU is working on other stuff. While you're cooking other stuffs, maybe your fish and other stuff is stored right here. Now, there is a problem. At times, you have more things to store than the table can contain, right? At times, this will be full. If this is full, what happens? The other things will have to wait maybe in the shelves, or the other things you'll start looking for a smaller table or a smaller something to put other stuffs there also. Is that right? We do that. We all do that, right? Guys, respond so we can go faster and finish. Yeah, we all do that. You've seen your mother do that. Right. So this is something that we call, Linux call this swap. Windows does not do that, but Linux does this. Linux says that, hey, if you're full, if this table is full, I got you, right? I have created another small space for you that you can store things there temporarily when you're using, so that by the time you take this from here and free this a little bit, then you can easily transfer what is here, right here, and carry it back to the pot, right? So this is what swap is. Swap is extra storage. Swap is kind of extra storage that the Linux system offers. The hard drive which is not supposed even to be RAM. You know what RAM sticks are? If you look at what RAM sticks are, they are separate entities that you add into the system. But Linux can allocate some of its hard drive space to say, hey, take part of my hard drive and hold it as swap also in case you're full, RAM, in case you're full, deposit some of your things on this hard drive whenever you need it. You can, on this part of the hard drive, whenever you need it, you come and take it back. That's what swap is. Is that understood? Now, if I check for memory here, free-m, some of you see mem. Memory is right here, which is 4 GB. And swap is what? Also 4 GB. So that means there's an additional mem. If swap gets, if memory gets full. See, swap is not being used now because memory is not full. Total memory, this table is not full. So far as this table is not full, swap is not being used. Once this table is consumed, memory gets full, what happens? Swap start going. Is that understood? Swap is start depositing the additional things on swap. Let me see. Yum install. Yum install stress. That's fine. The system, I don't want to do repositories if it's not there. Okay, now you've understood what swap is. Let's do our LSBLK again. Great. So we added 100 GB of space right here. This is it. This is 100 GB of space that we added. So with basic storage, let's come back to basic storage since you understand what swap is right now. So let's go back to basic storage. And now let's go back to basic storage. And we just added 100 gigs. We want to create, our objective is to create slash what? Our objective is to create slash opt what? Slash opt share, which the total space of that slash opt share will be 100 gigs, 100 G, right? Great, we have our 100 G here. We added a new disk that is 100 G. We can see it actually here, slash dev SDB, which is 100. If I do fdisk dash L list, you can see that we have two disks, SDA, and we have what? SDB right here. Slash dev SDB is not divided. Slash dev SDA, you can see slash dev SDA, which is right here, is divided into what? This into 3. 1, 2, 3. The first one is EFI system. The second one is Linux file system. The first one is Linux LVM. Is that okay? Can you guys see this? Linux file system and Linux LVM. We have it here. Okay, so we added a new disk, right? We added a new disk. Now we need to initialize it. Remember, we said when you add a new disk, you need to initialize the disk. Just initialize the disk. How do we initialize the disk? Make the system give it also a type. Because when we did fdisk dash L right here, we saw that this one, the type is what? Linux file system right here, 1 gigs. This one was Linux LVM, right? Great. So how do you initialize it? If I do fdisk, the disk we want to initialize. So if we know the disk that we want to initialize, like this one, right? You do fdisk slash dev slash SDB. I want to initialize this disk. Welcome to fdisk util. Changes will remain in memory only until you decide to write them. Be careful before using the write command. Great. That means editing this right here. The changes will only, it's like Vim, right? It's like Vim. It's like Vim. When you do the write, the write and quit, that's when it actually saves what you do. If I just quit and go out, if I press Control C, I'll go out. Do you want to quit? Yes. If I want to quit, I just write quit, right? I'm outside, back. I'm outside, back. Nothing to show. If I do fdisk/dev/sdb again, I go in. Now I did not write anything. Now, this is the basic part command. You can use it to divide the disks up to 15 times. You can divide the disks up to 15 times with 3 primary partitions. That will be for another day. But for now, we want to give all the 100 gigs. What if we wanted to give only 50 gigs? Then we will have to divide it. But for now, we will only give the whole thing. For now, we're going to give the whole thing, the whole 100 gigabyte, right? The whole 100 gigabyte. So we want to give the whole 100 gigabyte. So it says press H for help. When I press my H for help, sorry, M for help, write M for help. When I press my M for help, it's giving me the options. It says, hey, these are the options that you have. You can delete a partition. You can list free on partition size. You can list known partition types. You can do N for add new partition. You can print the partition table. There are so many things that you can do. You can change the partition type. You can verify the partition table. You can print information. You see, these are all these are options that you can use. For us now, what we want to do is we want to create a new partition. Remember, we want to initialize this. We want to create a new partition that will take all this space right here. What do? I just do an N, create new, enter. It tells me, hey, good, I see that you want to create a new partition. I see 0 primary. Nobody has created anything, 0 extended. But you have 4 free. You can create up to 4 partitions. You have all the 4, it's free, right? So either you select default or just hit enter. Either you select primary, 0 primary is default. So primary is default. Either you press P for primary or either you press P for primary or what do? You just press enter, which P is default, right? I put my P for primary partition. Great. It says partition number 1 is default. I just put my 1, which is default, and then enter. It says I can see the size, right? The first sector. Like if I wanted to divide, that's when it's saying the first sector is starting from this. Will it run up to this? The first sector is this. I just enter default, enter. You can just press enter. Enter is default. Now the last sector is this. So do you want to press, or if you want to divide it, you can divide. But for now, we don't want to divide. We want to give the whole 100 gigs. Now, I just enter. It says good. Created a new partition 1 of type Linux, and the size is 100 gigabyte. Remember our options. It said you can press M for what? Help. When I press M, it says these are the options. You can press L to list the partition, known partitions. I say L, right? This is the partition table that we have here. But you can also see your partitions. You can press P to print the partition table. So P right here will show me the partition table. These are the various types like Linux swap, this. When I press P to show the partition table, what has been created, you can see that we have a Linux type partition right here. And the size is this, 100 gigabyte. The partition type is this. You can press other things to change it, right? T to change it, but we want to keep this. So now to go out, it says you can press what? W to write the table, to write and exit. Now, if I press W now, W, I'll write and exit. Now our disk is initialized, right? If I do fdisk -L, you can see now that this device, SDB1, has now a partition type. Before it did not, it was just this. And now we have a partition type. Great. Since we have a partition type, we can now just simply, remember we said you initialize it. After initializing it, you make a file system. Now, how do I make a file system? I've initialized it. If I do lsblk, you can see that SDB1 is right here, right? /dev/SDB1. It's right here, /dev/SDB1. And the type is part also. This part is always for basic storage most of the times. Part always is for basic storage. And we have it right here. So SDB1 is right here. Now, I say make file system, make fs .xfs, which is the file system type, right? There is ext4 and there is xfs file systems, but we will use xfs. Make file system, make fs what? /dev/SDB1, which is the one we just initialized, SDB1. Now enter. Error. Accessing specific /dev/SDB. Oh, I did SB, which is SDB instead of SB. Great. That's why I got an error right here. Good. I added my typo. SDB1. Great. It says I have created a partition. Done. The partition is created. Now we have to mount it. We have to mount it. Where are we mounting it? We are mounting it. Remember what we said about mount when we were describing mount. We said everything that comes in Linux stands outside, right? It's not part of the system. So the system is right here. Remember, the system is different. We will just mount this one and go. That's all we will do today. Next, we will do LVMs. So the system right here is mounted. Everything is mounted, but we just created what? A new disk, and that disk is not mounted anywhere. Now, let's create /opt share right here. Then we mount it. Then we mount it to this, right? So let's make directory /opt share. I've made the directory. The directory exists, right? Now the directory exists. I can see
We
it
can see
even
the
to the
screen
directory.
very well.
Oh,
Yeah.
so let me clear my screen. So
Okay.
I did this. I did make directory /opt share. If I do this, you see it already exists because I created it. I cd to /opt share, and I do ll. You see, I'm inside cd back. But the problem is it's not on a different file system. If I do df-ht, we still have our 45 gigs. But remember that if we do lsblk, we will see that we have SDB, which is SDB1, which is 100 gigs. And we just created a file system with SDB1, and it's not yet mounted. Now we can just do what? We can just mount it, right? Since we've created our file system, now we've made our directory, right? We can see everything. We can mount, we can see everything we can mount. So how do we mount it? Now, how do we mount this? The best way on mounting this is being able to see the ID of the disk, because everything in Linux, you know, computer talks with numbers, right? You and I, we are the one using these names. Now, how do I see the ID? Now, when I do lsblk, I see everything here. Let me clear my screen and do lsblk in. lsblk, I see everything here, right? But the computer does not see the same thing. The computer understands this disk by assigning it IDs. Now, if I say ls, so list, we can now do what? We can now list block devices. lsblk-fs. We can do lsblk, or blkit. We can do blkit also. blkit. List block device ID. These are all the IDs, block devices that are on this system, and these are all the IDs. We are interested in 1/dev/sdb1. Let's look for it. /dev/sdb1. This is the unique identification number right here. The universal identification number, the UUID of this. So we copy the UUID because we want to mount it. Remember, the other day we just did a mount. If I can do a mount /dev/sdb1, sdb1 to /opt share. Remember, we did this yesterday. And if we do a df-ht, we can see now that /opt share is mounted and it's 100 gigs. What is the problem with this? It's temporal, like yesterday, right? It's temporal like yesterday. It's temporal like yesterday. Let's go. So it's temporal. What do you do to make it? I'll show the UUID next week. Let's just use this. So what do you do to make it permanent? You VI into /etcfs tab, just the same as you did with the NFS. VI to /etcfs tab. This is where you make things permanent. In here, what do? I put a new line. I put my /dev sdb1, right? Then where did I mount it? It was in /opt /share. And what was the file system type? XFS. Then I just put my default 0, 0, and I save. Now, remember, we said to test, to really test, you unmount it again. You do a umount, what? /opt. Let's first do a df-ht to see it. df-ht. Then we do a umount on /opt share. /opt share. Or let's do df-ht. You can see it right here, but let's umount it. Unmount it. Let's unmount it. Umount /opt share and do a df-ht. It's gone, right? It's not more there. Then we do a mount-a since it's already in the etcfs tab, and do a df-ht. The command came out clean. That means it mounted permanently. And that will be it for the class of today. Next week, we do LVMs. Is that okay? Is that understood?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We can run, right? All right, good night to everyone. I'll send out your project.
Thank you, sir.
Why is it taking 3 hours this time around?